is situated in a rich agricultural plain where the River Barrow meets the Grand Canal. It is the largest town in South Kildare, with a population of approximately 5,000 people. Recently, Athy has been awarded the honour of being made a heritage town to promote its wealth of history. Local historian Frank Taff will now tell us something of the town's origins.
There is no evidence of a settlement in Athy prior to 1169, when the Anglo-Normans arrived in Ireland. The town developed around Woodstock Castle, which was built towards the end of the 12th century by Baron Ribbon to protect a river crossing on the Barrow. The early settlers were French-speaking Catholics, and they established monasteries on the east and west banks of the river. The Crouch Friars had left their monastery called St. John's on the east bank prior to the Reformation, while the Dominicans who had built the monastery on the west bank have retained a presence in Athy to this day, stretching back over 700 years. The name Athy has come to us as the anglicised form of the ancient Irish place name Athy, meaning the ford of E. This was the name of the river crossing around which the town developed, and it commemorated the death of E, a chieftain's son killed in battle in the 2nd century. The constant harassment of the settlers by the native Irish resulted in the town being burnt on several occasions during the 13th and 14th centuries. This led to the building of White's Castle in 1414 to protect the bridge of Athy. A garrison was stationed in the castle, and the town continued to have a military presence up to about 1870. Over the centuries, Athy has figured prominently in most of the important events in Irish history. The Silken Thomas Rebellion, the Confederate Wars, the Williamite Wars, and the 1798 Rebellion all have references to Athy in South Kildare. By 1659, Athy was the largest town in County Kildare. Granted a charter by Henry VIII in 1515, and a further charter by King James in 1613. It was governed by a town sovereign and a borough council who had the power to elect 2 members of Parliament to the House of Commons. One of the most notable members of Parliament for Athy was Lord Edward Fitzgerald. Throughout the 18th century, Athy continued to grow, and the transition from village to town status was marked by the building of the town hall and the laying out of the square in the centre of the town around 1713. The town's population reached its peak in 1851, by which time Athy had adopted the commercial sophistication of a market town. It went into decline thereafter, and not until the industrial developments of the 1930s was Athy to recover its former prominence as a centre for trade and commerce.
Changing times, sadly Wolf Hill coal mine has become disused. little village.
I must away now, I can no longer tarry. This morning's tempest I have to cross. I must be guided without a stumble into the arms I loved the most. And when he came to his true love's dwelling, he knelt down gently upon a stone, and through her window he whispered lowly, "Is my true love within at home? Wake up, love, it is thine own true lover. Wake up, love, and let me in, for I am tired, love, and oh so weary, and more than near drenched to the skin." She raised her up on her down south pillow. She's raised her up now, and she's let him in, and they were loving each other's arms until that whole night was past and done. And when that long night it was past and over, and when the small clouds began to grow, he's taken her hand and they kissed and parted. Then he saddled and mounted and away he rode. I must away now, I can no longer